Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the current MVP and who will be the MVP this season in my opinion. I'm just looking at the top 6 of the MVP ladder right now, so let's get into it. We have Jokic, who is the safe choice in my opinion. I think most people who are the voters are going to pick him just because it's safe. He already has 2 MVPs, he has 1 Finals MVP, he just won the ring last season, and he's favored to win it again. I think most people got the Nuggets making an extreme good playoff run this season again. And they're the top 3 seed in the West. It's like he's the safest option, which is why I understand why he's on the top of the leaderboard. So I wouldn't be surprised if Jokic gets his third MVP. I mean, it's nothing crazy. I mean, he's already cemented his legacy, in my opinion, as the greatest Nuggets player. He has 2 MVPs, he got a ring. Nothing more you can do. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a third one at the end of his career. I wouldn't be surprised if it's this season. We have SGA. He's the second in the MVP ladder, and I'm going to be honest, I think I understand why he's second. He's the top seed in the West, but I don't think he's going to win MVP. And I think even though he's second, that's really nothing crazy. I feel like easily Giannis or Joel Embiid could easily just take second place from him at any moment. Because in my opinion, I feel like when you look at all the former MVPs, a lot of them kind of need some type of postseason success before they get their MVP. They just don't get it for the regular season. Most of them had some type of postseason success. And I feel like that inexperience in the playoffs is going to hurt SGA's MVP conversation. He's not going to win it because people who are voters are obviously going to see someone like an Nikola Jokic, who's clearly a better player than him, and someone like a Joel Embiid, who was already an MVP. These two are guys that I see most voters are going to probably vote for because, I mean, that's the safest choice. And even though he's second, I don't think he's even going to be in, top 4 at the end of this. I see Giannis maybe closing in there, but I think he probably has a good case, but I don't think he will even win the fate. I don't think he's going to win it, is what I'm saying. We got Joel Embiid, the former MVP. He's the current MVP technically. And I don't think Joel Embiid is going to win it this year. Not because he's been playing poorly. He's been playing excellently. But until this man becomes fucking Superman, he's going to miss too many games to even become MVP. It's kind of sad because honestly, I think this season he probably had the best chance to repeat as MVP. But if he's trying to save his body up for the playoffs, I think that's more important. And I understand why he's doing that. I think that's better to get a postseason success than, in the season. Especially since nowadays fans don't really care about MVPs. They care more about the ring at the end of the day. So I wouldn't be surprised if Joel Embiid is just saving up his body for the postseason. I support him in this decision, in my opinion. I think it's a good decision for him. So yeah. Next up, we got Giannis, and I'm kind of surprised Giannis isn't in the running, a really big one. He's currently third, but he's more or less third mostly because Joel Embiid is out, and a lot of MVP ladders have kind of taken out Joel Embiid. I just put him in this video because I believe there's still a very slight chance. Giannis, in my opinion, is a guy who should probably be MVP, but I don't think he's going to be the guy to win it. I think he probably gets second. I think he's going to go over SGA at the end of the season, but I don't see him going over Jokic. I just don't see how it's possible at this point right now. Doc Rivers and him have not worked out. This Doc Rivers experiment as a coach is horrible, and he signed until the end of the season. This is terrible for the Bucks because they're suffering losses, and unless they find a way to take it around, go back, and somehow win more games, I don't think Giannis is going to get more wins than Jokic to become MVP. I think he's going to be second. That's what I have to say. Next up, we got Luka, and in my opinion, even though Luka's my favorite player, I don't think there's even a chance for him to become MVP. In order for him to become MVP, his team would have to win almost every game coming in. They're barely in the playoffs right now. It's just not going to be possible. Again, I think Luka is one of the most skilled players in the league right now. He's definitely better than SGA. But the problem is with Luka is that his team's record affects a lot about the MVP race. So even though he's pulling up better numbers than the top 3, guess what? It doesn't matter because his team stinks. It's still the reason he's not going to win it. And last, I'm going to talk about Tatum. And yes, before someone says some nerd, yes, I know fucking Sabonis is number 5 and Tatum is 6. But you're not taking that shit seriously. I don't give a fuck. Tatum, in my opinion, is a guy who's winning MVP if he was actually just doing MVP level stuff. He has the most stacked team in the NBA right now. But the biggest problem is that he suffered so many losses to teams he shouldn't be losing to. Tatum at this point in his career should already have a ring. He went to the finals and lost to a team where he was the favorite to. He was the favorite to beat the Warriors and they lost. Not just that, Tatum only also had the fact that this season alone, he's been having some losses to teams he shouldn't be losing to. For example, he just lost to the Lakers without LeBron or AD. And even though he won, an overtime game with the Pistons is terrible. I can see Tatum getting in here if he didn't have the stacked team, but he's also not doing MVP crazy level numbers like Luka or Jokic or Giannis. Even SGA is kind of doing slightly better numbers than him sometimes. So that's the end of this video. In my opinion, I think it's pretty safe to say Jokic is going to win MVP. I think Embiid will win if he gets to play, if he makes the game limit, but that's just my opinion. I don't think he's going to make it. So see y'all next time. Hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe. Also, I just want to say in my last video, my White Lakers suck video, I don't know what's up with y'all. Y'all fucking despise LeBron James. So y'all want to talk it out, go to that video. If you hate LeBron, go to that specific video. It's forming a cult in there. But see you next time.